Hello, VOD. Hello, everybody. Today we have two short tasks. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Fights. We have two short tasks. One of them is to get this ultimate capacitor. And you can't see all of it because it's clipping off the stream, but you can see on the bottom here. Holds up to, I think that's 9 quintillion energy. Hello, Biggest M. How's it going? Um, yeah, so this thing is big. I have spent, let me show you. I made a bunch of these Lapatronic energy orb clusters, so each one of these has a recipe that looks something like this when you shorten it all down. And I had to make 4,000 of these, and I want to show you what that looks like. This is the crafting recipe for 4,000 of those Lapatron thingies, 98,000 Lapatron crystals, 200,000 HV circuits, what is that? 35k plat? That's not that much. But look at that. Like, okay, so I crafted all that out. We got all the way up to the UV orb. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in order to make the UV orb, you need 8 of the ZPM orbs. To make the ZPM orb, you need 8 of the LUV ones. So we made thousands of these things. And then I've got all the way up to energy cluster. So we have 65 of these things. What does it look like if you press the right corner thing? What do you mean? Like this crafting screen? Speaking of which, let me shut off the maintainers. So we have two goals today. One of them is to get this supercapacitor thingy, and the other is to do some campus beautification. I have two buildings that need some love. One of them is just personally, I feel like this building needs some love because we see it very obviously from spawn. And then the second thing that needs love is this beamline area, which we're going to do a multi-block of the week short on. And so I need to figure out something to fill this space. Top right corner when you're overlooking the craft. Yeah, I mean, that's what that looks like. We're not actually pulling the craft. I did that in a couple of stages this week. But what we now need to do is turn these 64 UVs into 8 ultimate batteries, and then turn 8 of those ultimate batteries into one of these ultimate capacitors. So this is going to take a couple of seconds, but we've got other tasks to do while we do this. However, let's get this started. We do need to scan this to get the UV tier orb. And this should be pretty, or actually no, we've already got the UV tier. We need to research to get the ultimate battery, which should be pretty quick. Is there not a grid overview that you can see? Oh, whenever I press crafting tree on 2.7.0, it like crashes my game, so I'm gonna avoid doing that today if that's okay, Em, because I do not want to crash my shit, so. All right, let's chuck a data stick in here. All right, that was incredibly quick. Now we have the recipe for these ultimate batteries. How are you doing today, Em? I feel like I've seen you in the community quite a bit. All right, we can probably remove these recipes. I'll keep them around, I guess. I don't imagine myself making those anytime soon, though. So let's get that data in there, and let's make this pattern here. I think we should have most of this stuff, actually. Oh, I do need to do the UHV circuit thingy. So let's make an AL1 UHV, AL2, and AL3. Did I call those graphs, huh? Oh, AL2, AL3. This way, when I rename them, they don't stack, which is vital for assembly lines. I've been trying to find some good content creators to watch. Can you do wireless input for the data bank? I might be able to. I don't really know. It's been a while since I've looked into like data banks and stuff. All right, let's try this. All right, all we're missing is 64 titanium plates, and boy, chat, is that pretty easy to make now that we've got compact fusion. Let's just make a 512 of these at a time, just to be absolutely locked in here. Alright, we do need to make 8 of these, which is going to be a little bit of a haul, but we've got most of this stuff. One thing I desperately need to do, I realize that my superconductor wire is all going through a tiered up assembler, this poor LSAA, and I think I need to upgrade my energy hatches on my like my presses, so that way we can handle UHV crafts on them. Because the slowest part of my base is definitely the superconductor wire that has to go through this poor thing. So that is definitely an option today of things that we could do. Also recently fixed my Mega Blast Furnace, which was prioritizing Circuit 1 over Circuit 11, which hurt. It's just that when you stream, it's like 6 in the morning here for me. I'm sorry about that, Em. I do have VODs out, if that is something that interests you. I release my VODs in about like 12 hours from now, every day that I stream. Alright, it's already getting warm. Alright, fix the hair. Alright, so this building needs some love. I have some ideas, as you can see here. We're gonna do some glass stuff. It does interest me. I have watched every single one. Wow, I'm glad you have. Thank you for supporting me in that way. I appreciate you. We're gonna Loki this up here. I must confess that I don't, as a like content viewer, I don't enjoy VODs as much as I enjoy other things. Oh my gosh, biggest M with the sub, thank you. 1 month at tier 1. Thank you so much, M. I hope you're well. It's very kind of you. I have to admit, I am not the biggest VOD watcher myself, so when people started asking for VODs, at first I was like, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, I don't know if I want to drop these. But then, you know, more and more people have told me, hey, I got into your channel and watched your stuff from watching your VODs. I found them on YouTube, and I'm amazed and happy about it. It's weird. Alright, that is the power of the Ring of Loki right there. Look at that. That was incredibly easy. Let's do the other side. I like the VODs because I can have them on second monitor while I game. That's fair. I'm normally streaming just like straight up whenever I play Gregtech. I try to limit my playing when I'm not streaming, so I don't experience that often. Still think you should stream on YouTube too. I'm thinking about it. I'm not like super sold on the idea yet, but I'll keep you in the loop on that one because I'm thinking about it. How are you doing today, Brianna? I can't tell if that looks great or like garbage. Either way, we need some type of like occlusion. Well, we need some type of detail. This is still too, like, it looks fine from above, but it needs something to break it up. Maybe we can put, like, divide this in half with one section here. It's all about, like, weight and balance with these things, in my opinion. I find that there not only needs to be depth, but also weight and balance to the structure that you're making, which is hard to conquer. Especially in something just like as nebulous as like a video game. It's hard to convey weight. What's good, my giggly gangsters? Hello, Witty. How you doing? You don't have nothing to lose? I don't know. It's just it's an extra thing, you know? I don't know. I'm happy how I am. Plus the VODs, I think when you YouTube live, it like auto makes VODs and I like to like change them up a little bit. I like to have a little bit of say in what happens for the VODs. I don't know. I think also if I stream on YouTube, I would have to do some audio channel like messing around with because I would get copy striked like really quickly. But Twitch doesn't seem to care as much. Architecture bench. I'm well. Started the date later. I'm always starting the day later. I'm almost done with that infusion video. I think I should be able to put it out by this week. I've been working hard on it. Oh, that's Corp 1. Alright, let's set this up. So the way I like to do this is because architecture slabs respect the placement of the block they're being placed on. You can get pretty creative with how you use Ring of Loki. Let me just put all this down. It's also Loki. Yeah, I don't hate that. I like that. Division of 2 helps. YouTube is really strict on that. Heard a lot of content creators got some issues with that. Yeah. I like DJing my own streams. I love music. I have my degree in music composition, so I'm very particular about what I like to put on for each vibe for each day. Okay, there we go. So now that all of these Ring of Lokis are bound, as soon as I put this specifically on the other architecture block, everything else should be facing the correct direction, which is what I'm after. So you see that? That's the vibe. That's the move. All right, I don't like how from this angle I can kind of see through this part of it. I'm gonna add some type of feature that hangs down this way and occludes that view. Wonder how that would look. Set up over 10 void miners today. Mark 3 is around the corner. UEV is soon too. Compact Mark 3. Oh. Yeah, Compact 3 was something I did in UV actually. It was really worth it. This thing is insane. Oh, you know what? Speaking of UEV, guess what I crafted today, chat? 64 infinity blocks, which that is one of the last quests in UHV pretty much that we care about for now, which leads us right into the UEV quest book. We can make some of these. Let's go for it. That's another thing we can do. Let's also check on this craft. So the supercon is coming through. Oh, wow, we're almost done with the ultimate batteries. Can I turn this off by any chance? I guess I could just pick it up. Okay, let's pattern out our UEV machine hull. I don't think I already have it. UEV machine hull. We have UEV casings, no hulls though. Draconium cable, and this is free. These are free. Circuit 0. Do we have a machine hull one? Yeah, we do. Cheers, Cyrus. And just like that, we are solidly in tier 10. But I'm not actually going to call it there. I'm not The way that get hydrated, nerd. The way that you tend to count progress in endgame is when you get your energy hatch, because that's what actually matters. Because then you can overclock machines to the next tier. So until we get this, I don't think I'm comfortable in saying that we're exactly UEV tier. Although a lot of this looks very doable. I think it's the SuperCon UEV specifically that is going to give us some trouble. We're going to need to LSAA this. Tiny Infinity UEV pump. This honestly looks doable, chat. Oh, I forgot we need to make tangum. So another crazy part of UEV is this tangum dust stuff, which is magnet spelled backwards. So you get raw tangum ore from something. There's a way to get 26 ore at a time with a meteor ritual, which is a little fucked, or 9 at a time with a space mining module 3. This cannot be worth it. There's no way that this makes any sense for anyone, but um Tangum we have to get from like tier 6 planets or something. The only place we get it is from Seth, it seems, and that's a tier 9 planet. We need to get some crazy rocketry going. We need to get something called the Mothership, I believe, to get our first Tangum. So we got to go all the way through all of these quests to get this shuttle rocket to access and create the Mothership, which has these ridiculous requirements to make. So that's going to be something that I'm not looking exactly forward to. But pretty much all of our UEV progress is null until we can get that going. So we're not actually in UEV chat. We're just in the quest book. So let's get some infrastructure down. Let's not worry about that yet. I do not have Mothership. I don't even have tier 7 rocket yet. We did space elevator shenanigans to get this far. All right, what is this battery called? Ultimate. Let's hold one of these in our hand. Storage of the gods. This has got that 8-bit overflow or whatever. Is it like long integer overflow storage? How is the Orproc looking now? Dude, Orproc... Oh, well, I teleported right there. Orproc is looking crazy. I can actually show you guys what's going on with the space elevator that we figured out last night thanks to help from like Aditya and Peveril. So as soon as I load in these Naquata drill tips, so let's get like 4,000 of these, and then rods. So okay, the space elevator is kind of complicated. What I don't like about it is the quest book literally links you a spreadsheet in order to find what ores you gotta get. So you essentially just use the spreadsheet to get everything done. I like to show like program the different distances. What you're essentially doing is you program a distance in that you want your specific drone to mine. So let's say we have currently we're rocking a UV drone, this green guy. So he has 19 different recipes, different distances, and these distances come in ranges. So if we want to go for a specific thing, we need to choose a specific distance and then make sure that all of the other things that can be mined on this distance by the Mark II module and the Mark I module are not included in that. And it's just very complicated, convoluted, and basically requires that you use a spreadsheet in order to make it happen. But what we can do now is I can show you at distance 91 is the infinity catalyst distance. You can see in the bottom right, it's taking UV energy, and it also takes a bunch of computation. We have a quantum computer running at 30,000 computation. I think that's way overkill. But yeah, bottom right, it's making ores, and I can show you ore processing that we made yesterday. Does it not overlap though? Yeah, it does overlap actually. That's the problem. So you need to figure out how to make it so that way you get the most amount of ores that you are targeting out of what you're doing. Because like there, if you choose one distance, there's a array of ores that you can possibly get out of it. So you're looking for the one distance that only your or like your ore is the most likely to be hit, and that essentially requires a spreadsheet. So it takes like a couple of seconds at a time. I want to filter out lead ore while we're waiting. It has a blacklist on it, which is nice. So there's not a whole ton of ores that I can get from this specific setup. So I can just pop into this blacklist, which is always covering my inventory, funnily enough. And I don't really care for, oh, whoops. I don't really care for lead ore anymore, so I can just blacklist it from getting pulled. We have so many blacklists at this point that a lot of these like in progress mining expeditions don't really pull much. It's just such a weird and interesting mining setup. I don't know. Such a weird concept that is kind of interesting. All right, so here's like a bunch of shit that we can get. Endium, I don't really care about, but we'll keep it for now. Awakened Draconium, Bedrockium, Black Plutonium. Look at how quickly this comes in. 11,000 Infinity Catalyst. Like, look at all this. And the crazy part is, chat, this ore processing can more than keep up with it. Check this out. 13,000 Bedrockium dust in 6 seconds, along with all this other shit. Look at that go. And we have two of them hooked up to just this recipe, like just this subnet. 38,000 neutronium dust per go. Probably need to level maintain rods and tips though. Yeah, probably an end game. I might just have some like passive setup for it at some point for the rods and drill tips. I don't need to right now because the amount of ores that it gives me, I don't want to be running this passively because I will like pretty much crash my entire ore processing subnet. I already added like a whole bunch more drives and we're like filling them up pretty quickly. So we've got millions and millions of a lot of this stuff. Naquata, oxide, enriched Naquata, lead, 3.6 million niobium. You can also get indium dust at, I think the UV miner at distance 50 is how you get this. So you got 1.4 million indium dust right now, which is kind of fucking insane. I've been lacking on Infinity Catalyst and Trinium, which are now pretty much solved. Yeah, 364,000 Trinium. What size are the drives? We're rocking 1024K drives. So it should last me a little bit, but I don't want the space elevator to be running passively. That would absolutely destroy my ore processing. Look chat, look GTNH chat for my macerator net storage, just waiting for IOF's TBH, yeah. Accidentally left the stream open yesterday and got a free sub from Tosh. Thank you, Tosh. Shout out to Tosh, everybody. Absolute star player. All right, let me put this wireless charger back where it belongs. My LV mind is on overdrive. Look at all these damn ores. All right, chat. The secret with this thing, you can unlock it for your multiplayer friends by shift right-clicking it with a screwdriver. And you can change it to, what I like to do is mixed charge mode by right-clicking it without pressing shift with a screwdriver. If you're playing with friends and you're wondering how to do that, it says that nowhere in the game. And I just want you to know that. Yeah, and this or like getting space elevator mining online was like a quite the hit of like dopamine. It's pretty insane. I had meteors beforehand and those were doing really well, but I don't even run my meteors anymore because space elevator is just so overpowered. I'm sure there's like a meteor or two that I will need to run at some point. How are we looking? Okay. Oh, speaking of, wait, chat, I'm totally sidetracked. I should be crafting that UHV capacitor right now, not doing this. One sec. Let me finish what I'm up to. Oh, I just made a bunch of slope bees. That's embarrassing. All right, we'll get back to this then. The meteor setup looks cool at least. It's still useful for some niche things. Like if we really wanted to, we could get Tangum from this, but this is fucking painful to do Tangum from meteors because you need to make an ion thruster jet for each Tangum. And these things, for 16 Tangum ore, by the way, and each 16 Tangum ore gives you one raw, or each one raw Tangum ore gives you two raw Tangum dust at the end of the day and some smattering of other stuff. It's people who do no rocket are truly demented once they get to this stage. If you know a no rocket person in your life, ask them if they're okay, because that's where they're at. Okay, we do need to do. Hello, Annie. How's it going? You have 1 million deep iron. It turns into tritium at 4 to 1. Yeah, but the problem with tritium from deep iron is it takes so long to centrifuge. It's just it takes fucking forever, man. All right, I can't imagine I'm gonna use many of these. I don't know if I need to program this, but I suppose I might as well. Yeah, why not? So we'll do any UEV circuit, one AL1, one AL2, one AL3. There's my AL1 pattern, AL2, AL3, and we'll set these up in here. And what we're doing with this is we're making sure that these circuits do not stack within the assembly line buses. This will come out in a video that I'm working on that I'm almost done with. So you can see that these are all named separately so they don't stack, which is really important. Finally achieved infinite early game energy with numismatic dynamo plus DML in my Nomi factory. I remember that. I remember Numi. That was a pretty hype time, I cannot lie. Alright, let's call this craft. Chat, that's pretty good. I'd say we're doing pretty well. So all we're missing is just we gotta turn some supercon wire into 2 times supercon wire, which we have to do with a craft, sadly. I think this is circuit 2 up here. Alright, chat, we're about to have infinite energy. I showed you to all my friends, all of them say you look like tens on God. Damn, man, are you being racist, Danny? I know you're I know you're Vietnamese. You being racist, Danny? Just because I'm Asian, I have glasses and I play video games and I look like tens? My solutions were Russian, more centrifuge, more process. You know what? I looked myself up recently in the Discord. The Russians do not like me. I don't know, something about the Universal video they really just do not fuck with. I think I saw one comment that roughly translated to GTNH is about having more infrastructure, not, and this seems like a minimalist setup. GTNH is about having more infrastructure. I didn't really know what to say to that, honestly. Like, you can just make more universal LCRs and just have them be more efficient. I don't know. It's like it's like saying like I this game about making myself be in pain. I need to get 10 more guns to shoot myself in the foot 10 more times instead of just shooting myself 10 times in the foot with the one gun. Like, I don't know. That's what I was hearing. It was very odd. Kind of weird that you have to rename it for the work. Yeah, it's kind of I kind of think it's interesting. It's an interesting automation challenge to say the least. Oh, that is a slope bee, isn't it? That could be an interesting build technique, though. You know, I did used to play Valorant, and I did used to be really good at Jet, so maybe I am tens after all. I'm nines. All right, after this, I think we should upgrade our entire like advanced assembly area into UHV. I feel like the UHV Supercon is really killing me. The Vietnamese special. All right, so let's set this up here. I'm gonna do some detailing here. I want to see how something specific looks. I'm not convinced that I'm gonna like it, but we're gonna give it a try. Shout out to Ring of Loki. Chat, is there any universe in which I was like facing that direction? How the fuck did it do that? Oh yeah, I like that. That gives it some detail. I like that a lot. Only single block machines matter. Multis are blasphemy. Hello, Fora. You know, as soon as you get to this point in the no, I did not mean to successfully clear all selection. As soon as you get to this point in the pack, you can tell me about your single block machines, okay? You know what would be crazy if you did a single block only run, no PA. I think SAMHSA is trying to do universal swapping. What are they called? PAs, processing arrays. That basically he has the machine, or like the pattern picks up the machine it uses, puts it in the processing array, puts all of the items in the input buses, runs the craft, and then takes out the machine from the processing array, which is some like insane voodoo shit tech. No multis except where it's required. True. I guess you can't really get past a couple of these ones. No mega apiary, no space elevator. No, actually, you need space elevator assembler. So I take it back. A guy once said he only did single blocks for Flatline. That is nightmare material, actually. Imagine not using LCRs, my favorite. I think I would cry. Alright, chat, this is like almost done. While we're waiting for that, I guess all right, no, let's finish this. And then we can do a quick little swapperoo. There we go. There are my forge microblock saws. Does AE2 controller count as a multi-block? Dude, there's also another person who's been doing a no AE2 run. I'm not actually sure if they're like still alive or doing the run. I actually feel like they quit because I like anyone who has a little bit of sanity would have lost it by doing something like that, I feel like. Custom GTNH mod where all multis get single block variants. That's horrifying, Cyrus. Is no AE2 actually possible? No. Not within a human lifetime, is what I'll say. Me when I respect myself. Yeah, I don't think it's humanly possible. I actually don't even know. I don't even know if there's some things that are like just specifically not. I think when you get into later stages for power generation, I guess you would have to just spam Eye of Harmony. But I know that at some point, like antimatter, like just has to be done automatically. There's no way to do it by hand. Now, what they really need is a multi-block forge micro-block saw thingamajig. There we go. I just used my macro on that. Okay, there we go. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Unironically, what if we listen to that on stream right now? Would that go hard or no? It's not a time limit, it's a hard limit. How could you describe what the hard limit is? Because I'm not actually sure I know that myself. All right, everybody fucking salute the flag for the national anthem. Live, Laugh, Love, Veritas Quo by Daft Punk. UH specifically requires ME hatches. True. That is true. You don't need EOH though to finish the pack. Oh, actually, you do. You need Universium and no, sorry, white dwarf matter. You're actually right. Never mind. Never mind. All right, that's looking pretty good. So our ultimate capacitor is set to craft. We're gonna do a very janky hot swap in a second. I hate doing this. The famous LSE hot swap. So recently I put in a ZPM, or I switched out a ZPM capacitor for a single UV one, which you can see in here. We just need to do this very quick. And I hate doing this, but here we go, chat. Let's hope we don't shut off an entire power grid. Whew. I don't like how we're at negative EU, but okay, we're good, we're good. So the last part of this puzzle is I need to scan this Lapitronic capacitor here. And we now have the research for this, and it should be able to come through. Where did it go, chat? I'm so fucking scared right now. What did I miss? Oh, there's 2 stacks of double neutronium plates that can't stack. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Let's throw that in our AL1 bus. Uh-oh, did the battery start charging? Okay, they didn't. That's good. And then let's fix the pattern right quick with our AL1 double cosmic neutronium. There we go. Pop that in there. Some mutated living solder. Quadria coolant. All right. Let's give this one more shot, shall we? What is this thing called again? Ultimate capacitor. What do you mean I need to craft all that again? I took everything out. You're scaring me, bro. What? Chat, am I going insane? There's nothing in these buses. Did I keep something in my inventory? Oh, I did. I did. Whoops. All right, here we go. This should light up. This is gonna go crazy. So our LEGs will not need to be upgraded for a little bit because we can just have this run passively. Our LEGs are like extremely low key to run. They require cryothium and essentia, which we get for free. So we're just gonna let this thing run in the background and we're gonna try to put off knack fuel as long as humanly possible without power failing our base. But as you can see, we're doing pretty good. The real question is, what do I do for the side of this? I actually really love this look. That is so nice. I am such a fan of that. I'm glad that I did that. Is knack fuel hard to do? It's complicated. And not only that, the Nequata refinery is fucking expensive. It's just gonna take a while for me to get all of the stuff we need for this, so this is fine. Like the regular knack refinery. All right, let me turn down the music, sorry. Bow, 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 bow. Funny song. The regular knack refinery is like fine, but then you add in these tier 2 field restriction coils, each of which requires a UEV circuit and two UHV field gens, which each of those is 4 UEV circuits. That's no fucking joke, chat. So it's gotten to the point where I'm actually kind of wondering if I should get a component assembly line for UEV stuff. That shit is hard. You know what? I never really plan my builds to have light because I forget that I have night vision on. I also have night vision on, and these don't provide any actual light. They're just emissive. So it's kind of a cheat code in my opinion, but it is what it is. And let's make these windows do what they do down here. They're actually making a lot of weird changes to 2.8, including some changes that will make it almost impossible to do Garden of Grind run without other people. Unless you get like really lucky with quest rewards or something, or quests or gambling loot bags, something like that. And they're re-tiering the mega multis to ZPM. There is one occasion where you need to use a mega multi in Garden of Grind. I don't remember exactly what it is. Duct has told me that the route is possible, and I think it's only possible if you have enough teammates claiming loot bags and stuff. But I feel like a change like that is just, ugh. If you want pain, just play Celeste. You know, I actually really like Hollow Knight, so I was thinking one day I'll do Celeste. I don't think I'm trans enough yet for Celeste, but we'll get there someday. Celeste normal game is actually really nice. Oh yeah, I remember like the 100% completion strawberry thingy is the real kicker. Every time I have doubts, I just play Celeste. You know what? It does sound really good, and I love Metroidvanias. I like some skill-based games. Alright, chat, I'm pretty happy with that so far. We just need to put some walls down and let it go. Let's go see about this UHV capacitor. And let's get somewhere scenic to claim it, because this is actually a pretty big thing in terms of progression. So let me whip out the whole kit and caboodle. All right, we got that going. We got you in the background. Yep, yep. Load up. Where are you, capacitor? Here we are, chat. The ultimate capacitor. Now this should be pretty much the end or the beginning of all of our energy worries. I can't catch him on my phone. Don't do that on your phone. You know what? Let's get an ultimate capacitor twerk because he's about to do some heavy lifting for real. Oh, look at him. Very torqueable. Okay, there we go. We gave him the appropriate send-off to be being put into jail for the rest of his life. All right, quick swap time. That always scares me. All right, so now we have more EU capacity than we can possibly hope for ever. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all this, frankly. I think we just simply turn this thing on always. Our LSC should just always be running, producing power, and then we'll just let that go. 1 million EU per tick passive loss is that kind of hurts right now. That's like 1/256th of our energy storage. Which, you know, upon saying that out loud, is not that much. Fair enough, fair enough. All right, so basically all we have to do from now on, chat, is keep like some kind of like loose eye on how much Essentia we have and how much Cryothium we've got. And then we're good for the rest of a while until we get NAC fuel and really boost up our energy storage or our energy production. Right now, because we have so much energy storage, I can just let this passively run, and whenever we need to do big crafts, we don't get much over 250,000 EU per tick. So, oh, 70 years to full. Okay. Well, that is a good thing to see. I'm just gonna put some really basic stuff on this, like just glass up the walls and the windows, and then we're gonna work on our beamline for a bit, because I think this room is fine. It looks good. I'm happy with it. It could use some more detail, but for now we're good. What are you sifting? Probably a rundum, right? Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, it's time to get rid of our shitty Arundum plate recipe. Bartworks, I can't believe you made this stupid ass recipe. I will never forgive you for this. So let's get rid of plate, and then let's make a new Arundum dust recipe. Greatest recipe in all of Minecraft. Might have to disagree with you there, Annie. Are we already? Oh, we're pre-macerating our Arundum. Okay, never mind, we're good then. We just don't even need this straight up. Someday soon I'm gonna need actual, like, Arundum plates, and I'm gonna probably shoot myself in the head. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's move on to a different song. We love Bartworks slander. Was there any reason for not putting Arundum in a meteor or a space miner? No, there is No reason. Bart Works is just an interesting character that I have no clue what his motivations are, but I'm sure that they're malicious. Hello, Thomas. It's been a minute. How are you doing, my friend? Hello, Raiders. Keep it civil in here, chat. Keep it civil. Thank you very much. That is not the worst raid of all time. Any raid is a good raid. Thank you for raiding. How did you go? How did you go? How did your stream go? Alright, that looks ugly as fuck, chat, but we're gonna leave it like that for a little bit until we find something better to do with it. I'm happy with the inside for now. We've made some strides. I really want to work on this because I want to make a video in this area. This is the beamline. We built slime farm with oozing potions. Real. We have a particle accelerator. Which makes cool things, notably power integrated circuit wafers. So we're gonna make a cool building for this thing today. That's my other plan. And then we're gonna call it a day, I think. I just wanna do a quick stream for both of those things and we're good. Thank you for the follow, Cumberson. On the note relating to Kendrick, do you know the unreleased song Prayer? I do, I think. I do like that song. This one. This might not be it. I love the chord changes in this are fire. The donut of doom, bro. No, I have a real donut of doom, Thomas. Check this out. We got a fucking compact fusion reactor. Check this out. I even made a short about it on YouTube. It's going pretty well. This is the donut of doom. This is a fusion reactor, so you can fuse different materials to make big things. So like helium plasma is one of the first things you'll do. Let's see, what is it, helium plasma? This shit goes incredibly crazy in this. 120,000 liters per second. Oh, thank you, Fights, for the drink water. Cheers. Fluid heater Pro Max. You know what, actually it is pretty much a fluid heater. We just make cool plasmas in it. I'll show you some recipes, like fusion recipes. I think like Californium is one thing. You're like literally fusing atoms, I think is the vibe. Plasmas. A lot of these recipes just don't make any sense. But you know what do I know, right? Plutonium-based liquid fuel excited state. Crazy. Highlight my message with 100. I'm so broke. This is all I can afford. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Your message has been highlighted. Did I just walk in on an Eggman development stream? Pretty much, yeah. We've conquered infinite energy storage today, so... Well, long integer overflow amounts of storage, which is practically infinite. At our current charging rate, I can show you. It would take us about 70 years to fill up this battery of real lifetime. This is 9 to the 18, or 9 times 10 to the 18. Yeah, 60 some years in order to fill this thing up. 64-bit unsigned integer limit. Thank you, Annie. I am not a nerd. Sorry. So I don't know these things. I did not mean to just call you a nerd like that, although nerds are cool, so there's no stigma behind it, but I think it's funny that I just roasted you. Bro just got paid. Yeah, it does get a little absurd toward the end of the game. It's really cool though. It's very enjoyable. Sometimes we like to distract ourselves with the simple things though. Like building, which is what we'll be doing for a little bit for today. Yeah, I'm also a nerd for real. So there's nothing wrong with it. I didn't want to make it seem like I was making that a negative thing. How does one play this without having an IQ of 250? You don't really need an IQ of 250. You just have to play it slowly. You gotta take your time and enjoy yourself. Um, and ask for help. There are plenty of Discords. There's my Discord where you can ask for help about things. There's like the GTNH main Discord. And you know what? I've asked for plenty and plenty of help because a lot of this game is really confusing. But like playing it slow and steady, it just feels so satisfying to progress over time and like put your life into a world. Not life, put your time. I guess life is apt for that. But this is like a place that I've put my love into, you know? Like I have built this from the ground up. Everything you see, I have built, no world edit. And I don't know. It's been such a part of my life and streaming with you guys that it's just look at this. This is my whole place. Got assembly lines, got random processing machines. Universal auto crafting. This building needs some love soon. Fucking nano forge. Beehive. I doubt you've beat the game. No, we're actually kind of getting close though. So this is how many tiers we've gone through. Stone, steam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're in our 10th right now. We need 11, so we need to do this 10th one, then 11, then 12 to get some cool stuff. And then 13 is the end. That is when we get our Stargate. Remember the first time I watched you took 12 minutes to respond to my chat? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, low bro. I did not mean to do that if that ever happened. I apologize. When that happened. Now I'm gaslighting too. If that ever happened, LMAO. Okay, we go, yeah, one block in. Because there's going to be a roof on this block, so we don't want to place the slopes. And then I'm going to take advantage of this Ring of Loki placement. That seems to mostly work. Hello, system. How's it going, my friend? You should listen to Chinese Restaurant by Young Lean. I'm a little scared to do so. I do like Young Lean though. How are you doing today, System? System is a fellow Vanguard who we play. Theoretically, we're on the Vanguard server together. I have not been on the Vanguard server in a brick because we have been making so much progress on this main world. And I feel a little bit bad about it. But we'll be on pretty soon, I think. I want to focus on this video and my world for a little bit because we need to prep this area specifically for a multi of the week video. So, oh, Ring of Loki, why would you betray me this way? I mean, it's literally named Ring of Loki. What did I expect, actually? This song is so good, it doesn't sound like his other song. It's more like Earl Sweatshirt. Okay, actually, you know what? You're selling me. My first 9 interaction was on the GTNH server asking how you can do different circuit switcher. Yeah, it's over for you if you ask for anything related to Universal. I'm right there with a link. And then suddenly you're in my world. Press F3. Botania, interesting. Most perfect setup for a self plug. No, I do that all the time. I self plug a little hard. That's how I got the YouTube online in the first place. I need to just self plug. I don't feel terrible doing it, but I don't do it as much anymore. Damn, this song is 1 minute and 16 seconds long, bro. New gens. $308 mods, yeah. All right, let's get it going. Horizontal. Run this through here. Grab some more corp. Do we put a window in there? That might be interesting. And then what I think I want to do is maybe clean this up here. Just turn this into flat area. I'm going to be locked in for a little bit, chat. We're going to be doing some sculpting here. I'll try to keep up with chat while I'm doing this. Honestly, though, sometimes this takes more time to like build and really absorb the build and look at it than it does to do like actual progression stuff. Which is why I normally do this offline. Alright, chat, let's also fix this other side window. I think what we start off with is we want to set up a gap here, like so, and then... Yeah, I guess we can just do this first. Do I do a +1? Yeah, I do. What's going on up top here? Yep. I have never tried at all the mods pack. I don't think I would have as much fun with it. I don't think I would have as much fun with any Minecraft experience after Gregtech. It's kind of ruined me. Because everything feels so free now in other packs. Like looking back on Nomi Factory, I think about it, I'm like I would be able to get that progression in like half a day. And like thinking about the amount of infrastructure I need to build for anything related to GTNH at this point. So it just feels weird playing other packs or thinking about them. All right, 1, 2, 3, scaffold, and then we go one more, I believe. Listen to Caretaker. Dude, one time in college, I was very, very depressed, and I sat and stared at a wall and listened to that album for, I think, 3 hours is how far I got. It was a dark time. It was a very dark time. All right, another thing we have to do is add some scaffold. I have a question though, Lervin. Did you listen to it straight with nothing? Like just staring at a wall or staring at a ceiling type listen to it straight? Because that's a different level of like depression, bro. Yeah. That that was a really rough time actually. All right, we're getting somewhere. So what I don't like, chat, I don't like how like this gigantic glass pane just exists here. I want to fill this with something. I want to populate it. So I like subtle details. This tower is like the top part of this tower is one of my favorite builds that I've ever made because it has like subtle detail, but a lot of it has like flat faces. So I'm trying to find a way to do subtle detail that shows off the inside of the build, but I don't know, I feel like it's too plain right now. I could put like an arched doorway in the middle, but I don't really love arches because they harken back to like more classical, more grounded architecture, and I want to stay in this futuristic style. So I don't know. I have a lot to think about with this that I want to fix, but it's hard. Okay, one, two, three, whatever. I did it with during a stream with someone over the summer. Yeah, that's much more sane, and that's what you should be doing for something like that. All right, one, one, two, one, two, three, five. One, one, two, one, two, three. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. Somewhere is not nowhere. What's going on with that? Actually, maybe I do like the rounded corner better. Let me catch up with chat. Everyone 10 to 15 years ago thought CPUs were going to be like 2 to 4 cores that run 16 gigahertz. What is the actual vibe today then? I don't really know how CPUs work as a whole. Are we like multi-threading now? Is that the main idea? CPUs are dark magic. All right, let's put down some like information over here. I feel like that's what we're missing above most else. And then I also want to do some type of like scaffolding around this that keeps it upright. I feel like would be a cool vibe. We have specific floors, like floor heights that I like to follow. I think the next floor height is 40, 49, I want to say. Yeah. Y'all fuck with flawed mangoes. I like mangoes. Mangoes are the bomb. I don't know what flawed mango refers to. It's 50, 49 is there. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have to add some type of casing for that, or like something. We have scientists, they talk to stone, they inscribe stone. Stone does math, great success. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Flawed Mangoes is an artist, you should check him out. Okay, I'll put it on the list. People turn sand into this. Okay, now I understand what you mean. Ah, shit. Check out Distant. Dude, I can't. I would love for them to do a Distant Horizons port of GTNH because I swear to God, my build is fantastic. I know this is a fact. I can't see the whole damn thing from anywhere. I can't see half of it from anywhere. There are like most of my buildings, I can't see two things together, you know? I would love for Distant Horizons to come to GTNH. Speaking of Distant Horizons, if there is a mod or like a moderator or a coder who wants to put Distant Horizons to GTNH, I will kiss you on the mouth. Please do it. Isn't it hard on performance though? It probably is. What isn't in this game though? You know, actually, I take it back. We're gonna do this and then scaffold in front of it. All right, where do I want to start this? Oh, maybe right here. That looks right. Okay. Some good building here. I'm actually very happy with this so far. I don't know if there's anything else that I want to do today. I mean, we could finish this build, but I am thinking about getting off and working on the videos that I have been promising to put down for everybody. We'll see though. That's uneven, chat. I'm guessing through time, drawing functions to change to optimize for slower computer. Wait. Hello? Another highlight my message. Heyday, you know what I'm doing? Thank you for the highlight message. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you. I don't hate that. It's complicated enough. It's populated. I guess we should do the same for this part too. We'll have scaffolding cross it instead of going straight across. I am the goat of saying things confidently. Me when I'm wrong. I love that, Annie. Keep it up. Spread that misinformation. Alright, we do need some detailing for sure. I feel like we could definitely knock out some interesting stuff before we get off, maybe. Let's check out what this is doing and copy it on this side as well. Are you guys talking about what distance horizon does to like optimize? Or what are we talking about? I can't catch up with chat at this point. It's been too long since I've tuned in. Because if we're talking about that, I think distance horizons does level of detail based rendering. So basically, anything that's outside of a certain radius, it turns down the percentage of detail that it renders at, meaning that it only it does like a very quick pass of what's going on, and then if you get even farther and farther, they barely render like entire chunks as one color with distant horizons. Is that Pink Panthers? It was Pink Panthers, yeah. Do you play GD? I don't know what that is. We got the Pink Panthers straight into Devilman Crybaby soundtrack. Not Devil May Cry. Geometry Dash. You know what? No, I don't. But I do play another dumb phone game. I play Battle Cats from time to time. I'm actually pretty goated at Battle Cats, I cannot lie. I'm in some type of top percentage for Battle Cats players. Game of the year. Big gotcha. I'm literally studying math on how level of detail and anti-aliasing works right now. We do a lot of math for robotics. That's cool. I'm a fan. All right, chat, this shot right here looks pretty good. I feel like if I took some time to replicate this and do some like busy work, which I don't think I'll do on stream, and like make a couple of floors that look like this could be pretty cool. And this could be the shot for our, or this could be one of the shots for our thing. I feel like I need to add glowy bits or something. Or like a monitor. Ooh, let's add a little area. This might get uber fucked up with shaders because I've had troubles with this. I'm thinking maybe we can add an area that has a bunch of monitors that detail how many of these specific like crystal circuits we have, or like beamline things that we have. Light under scaffold might go hard. Wait, Annie, that's a fantastic idea. I did think that I just needed some lighting. That is this is it, Annie. This is the I think this is the move. I think you figured it out. You cracked the code, sis. Oh, fuck me. This is the problem with using Loki for microblocks. There's no way to pick these up because I can't right click pick them up with the Vajra. So I just every time I mess this up like that, I need to do it by hand to clean it up. It's so saddening every time. It's also really funny because we can only go one direction at a time the way that this is set up. How did you place on the outside edge? Alright, it's only 5 of them, but still. Incredible. Are we talking about anti-aliasing? It's like an estimation of pixelated things that allows you to see a more smooth image, I think is the easiest way to describe. I could turn it on and off, I think, actually. Actually, I think there's only anti-aliasing with shaders. So I think I have anti-aliasing entirely disabled right now. It's not a good example of it. Like, you can kind of see that it's aliased up with the blue. Oh, wait, shit, this looks sick, Annie. We're not even done yet. Dude, I love trig. Wait a minute. Shader settings. I think it's post-processing. We have anti-aliasing off. Alright, that doesn't really do much, chat. Cannot lie to you. That don't look like much, right? It's a little hazier. She anti-me aliasing. She doesn't like the way I alias, guys. She anti-aliasing. Alright, there's a secret for these microblocks. You can make nooks. These things go hard for like the little corners that you can't get. I would recommend these. And that's like a really subtle difference, but it really, really helps. One of these days, I'm gonna host my server on some like website, some server hosting website, and we're all gonna have a party in the nightclub that I'm working on up here, and it's gonna be to this song. This is a tiny nightclub, but this is all we get on the top of this build. This is the end of line club. Get a little nice view from here. We'll work on that build sooner or later. Try with TAA and not FXAA. Oh man, I don't want to go through all these settings again, bro. Next time. Hello, Davy boy. I finally found you again, bro. How's it going? How did you find me the first time? Oh, that is the wrong way. I just put a hole in the wall. This staff just teleports me anywhere it wants to, I think. God damn. GTNH in the search bar. I'm glad you found me again. You're welcome here. Are you, so I assume you're a GTNH player then? All right. Damn, Annie, that was a fantastic idea. I am really liking that. That looks like exactly what it needs, actually. Let's do that detailing up here, and then I might call it for tonight, and we can go raid somebody that deserves some love. I'm a low-level guy. Graphics don't even pop up in my head. Club song from John Wick would go hard. You know what? I've never watched John Wick. I've been meaning to. Seems pretty good. So, Davy boy, are you a GTNH player? Like, how far have you gotten so far in the pack? Because I understand that my experience with GTNH, or like how far I am, is not super helpful for most people. Once you get to this area of GTNH, there's like you could count probably the number of people who have gotten this far. All right, I think that's good. And then we'll do scaffolding here, or slope scaffolding. I will get into low level later in my degree. For some reason, we can't just use Arduino and have to handcraft circuits in labs. Damn, bro is getting his clean room. Bro doesn't have AE2 set up yet. What a loser. Only empty, but I've just played many other mod packs with Greg. And people only stream GTNH. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Once you hit GTNH, you never go back. I will tell you this as a fact. If you ever start playing GTNH, well, actually, if you get to a certain point in GTNH, you just never stop. There are no other mod packs that I'm interested in playing, and it has been like half a year of this at this point. We started this run in August, and it's just me left, but Leaf is with us in spirit. No. That's a pretty cool effect, to be honest, but that's not what I wanted. Dude, climb as real as an LVIRL. No, I didn't mean to clear the selection. I'm fumbling right now, chat. My shoulders hurt. I'm kind of dissociating. Oh. Only reason I'm not pursuing GTNH is just school. You know what? That's fair. There are some Nomi streamers. I have rated one Nomi streamer, but very few people, I feel like, stream Nomi. I feel like it's not like it doesn't have a huge viewer base as much as GTNH does. And I think part of it is that it doesn't have the shock value that GTNH does, or like the community sentiment. Like people don't hop in and go, "Oh my god, the hardest mod pack in the world." It's just like it's another one of those Gregtech packs. I really enjoyed it. That's not to say that it's worse. I actually really, really enjoyed Nomi Factory, and I would not have been able to get into Greg without Nomi. I have 2 tests tomorrow, and I'm here. You know, you could fall asleep to stream, Annie. That's always a vibe. Alright, chat, let's check that out. Alright, that needs to be fixed. But the rest of this looks fucking sick. Thank you, Annie, for that idea. GTNH is very fun, though. You can tell because I've played it for so long, and I stream it. And I love the community. I'm just always around. Davey, if you ever want to find me again, by the way, here's the Discord. You can join me up. You can say hello, chat with people, talk GTNH, get addicted to it during your college exams. It's probably healthy. If my dorm ISP wasn't so pee pee poo poo, I'd love to be a Nomi streamer. That would be fire. Cheers, Davey. Come on, you. Dude, why are these microblock bits causing me so much anguish? Okay, there we go. That doesn't look right, does it, Chad? I think we gotta fix that before I get off. Yesterday I got to look at Samson's base through stream. He is a god. He is actually very good at building. That is no lie. I do like his builds, and I think his style, when he does it, is wonderful. When I see other people do it, I wish that they would put some of their own into that style. But, you know, I guess everyone does have to start somewhere, so I don't know. My initial reaction is that I would love to see more like original builds. Me and my friend built a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 base on SMP. Lovely. Alright, chat. Let's check on the UHV capacitor and let's check off some things and think about what we're gonna do in the near future. God damn. 1.46 e to the 13. This is gonna be a good investment, I think. And it seems like we're positive on... Oh, we're slightly negative on Essentia. We're gonna need to work on that, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Should be good at the end. Hello, time consumer. I'll show you an original build. I call it Chaos Style. We're actually about to wrap up. If you just popped in, I apologize. You know what, actually? I'm thinking about this. There's one more thing I wanted to do that I actually could totally do. Time consumer's been lurking. Okay. I don't get how people are so good at building. I just stick to lawn base. I want to tell you, this is basically a lawn base. If you really think about it. Alright, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do anything today because we would need to do radox and stuff, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared for that. So let's go look at our checkboard and then check off some things and then be happy. So we've got biocircuits are done. We did a crafting CPU upgrade. We did UHV capacitor, which we can check off. Space mining module tier 2 IOF. And you know what? There is actually one thing that I can get off both of these lists really quickly, and that is the Kevlar B, which should be nice to have running passively. So let's actually do that real quick. So now that we have access to a couple of things, the Kevlar B is one of the Bs that is blacklisted from the Mutatron. But, so it requires an epic elemental composer as a foundation. But you can't do it in the Mutatron. It has a special requirement, as they say, which really sucks. But we can do something else. Let's get our oil princess and our infinity catalyst drone. And you know what? I might actually... Let me check this Kevlar drone. Looks fine. All right, let's make our epic elemental composer. We need 4 field emitters at UHV and 1 field generator. That's what was stopping us. Let's get our 1 field generator craft going. That is painful. And let's throw in 4 emitters. You know what, while we're waiting for this, we can actually do something to speed this up. Let's breed up our oil drone so that way we get 4 progeny by the end of this. So let's go warm damp here. Too hot. Are you really gonna be like this? Too dry? What is playing right now? It's kind of going hard, actually. All right, I'll let it keep playing. Best base is just to dig into a mountain. The dwarf base. You know, I saw someone posted a screenshot of their gate world recently. Their God Forge was in a mountain. This is what the God Forge looks like. This insane motherfucking thing. It also has a sun in the middle of it once you finally build it. I wish I could show you guys the animation that it has when it's done building. But look at the size of this thing. Isn't this insane? Lore accurate Hephaestus? Yeah, dude's just buried in a mountain. What a weirdo. Alright, so I just acclimatized this bee, so hopefully by breeding it with acclimatized progeny, should be good to go. Damp down 5. Man, how did you lose your dampness. I don't know. All right, you're still going. Fluxed electrum. Let's check out blast furnace area. Oh, I forgot to. There's some weird toggle thing going on here. This needs to be set to. I feel like as long as we have like. That's 1 million. That's like 1 billion, right? Okay. All right, I guess we're turning this off then. Go ham, my friends. Go crazy. Who can tell me the name of this song? Got to my PC near the end of the stream. Lovely. So in total, it took me 2 weeks total time to recover from a corrupted late HV early EV world back to the same spot, single player. I'd say that's fairly good timing. I made that Mega Blast Furnace Mega Vacuum Freezer today, which are the last parts to getting back to where I was before corruption. Damn, you made an MVF and an HV time consumer? That's kind of impressive. Not gonna lie, if I can find a cool server, I'm content to replay from the start. Maybe we should make an official 9 server. I do have money from Twitch. I could make like a playthrough, but I don't know. With Vanguards, it would feel really weird for me to not be playing on Vanguards a bunch and then make my own server at the same time. But it might just be a community server that I don't really pop on often. Alright, where is our epic oh, I haven't crafted it yet. LMAO. Here is our epic elemental composer that we're never going to use. It's useless. And that is a LUV transformer, but this is UHV, so we should be able to put this next to it without a problem. Fuck it, we just go. We'll be okay. Alright, Oil Princess, Infinity Catalyst Drone. We get our Kevlar bees, which are going to be very, very, very useful for this playthrough. Let's breed in a good Kevlar bee, because I think that's important. But check out what these guys make. So, they make Kevlar combs, which you can only use them in the Quantum Force Transformer at tier 4. But they also just straight up make Kevlar nuggets. What the fuck is playing right now? Thank you, Machine Girl. Just don't make it take up to 350 gigs though. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Kevlar, like the Kevlar line is fucking infamous for being like ridiculous. I want to show you guys a portion of it. And if you're ever curious, you should look up a spreadsheet as to the Kevlar line. So I don't even know what the worst part is. I think Kevlar fiber, liquid crystal Kevlar with N-methyl-2-pyrrolidone, terephthalonyl chloride dust, calcium chloride, paraphenylene diamine dust. Each one of these things is fucking ridiculous. Calcium chloride is chill, terephthalonyl chloride dust, thionyl chloride dimethyl terephthalate. Like, what is this shit, chat? Is this like band for band the actual way you make Kevlar? Because this is insane, right? Butane and tellurium molybdenum oxide catalyst dust. Like, what the fuck? So this thing is an infamous chemical line that you can just entirely skip with the Kevlar B. And they've left the Kevlar B in the game because no one wants to do Kevlar line. No one wants to rebalance it. Like, it's just, it is what it is at this point. I'm looking for something a little more chill right now, Chad. There we go. Yeah, it is funny that I do get like peak viewership as soon as I say like I'm wrapping up for the night. Incredible. Let's breed this through. Too hot. Let's do cold normal. These drones look too damn similar. All right, let's get a stock of Kevlar drones going. Some Frank Ocean, perhaps. That's a great idea. I do love Frank Ocean. They're removing the B in 2.8 supposedly and reworking Kevlar line. Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy 2.8. I feel like they're removing so many things that people just like enjoy. It's kind of weird. Like they're getting rid of mega multis in HV and they're retiering them to ZPM. Like it's a lot of very odd changes happening that I don't quite understand. Is this a 4-4 Kevlar? No, it's a 2-2 Kevlar, but it is blinding. Oh, 2-2 Kevlar, princess. That's kind of fucked, chat. All right, let's give this another try. I will never move to 2.8. Don't forget about 100% pollution. Wait, what do you mean 100% pollution? What does that mean? Matter manipulator does look nice, and I might need to cave and get a 2.72 or 2.73 matter manipulator. Translocator. All right, Chad, I'm gonna do something egregious. Don't look. I hope you didn't see that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out, chill out. Oh, fuck. This is a Kevlar Kevlar 2-4 though, with blinding on passive. Ooh, okay. Alright. Something good did come out of that. Gang, he's crafting with tools. Might have to unsub after this. It's about time efficiency, not resource efficiency. It's about vibe efficiency, chat. Damn, dude, this Kevlar B just does not want to happen. We're getting like fucked here. It's all vibes in here. That's all I got, honestly. I don't got the gigaist base like Aditya does. I'm just vibey as fuck. Alright, 2-4 Kevlar Kevlar. Wait a minute. We're about to make history here. Oh, 2-2 Kevlar. 4-4. 2-2. Sag. Give it one more pass. Two, 4 Kevlar. Let's do this now. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. 2-4 Kevlar, Kevlar. 4-4, 4-4. Both of these are fine. Pray for me, chat. Still 2-4. So we want, above all else, we want this queen to be 4-4, which means that it will always give us 4 different choices of progeny every single generation. That is what you want to do the first time you get any bee, is you go immediately for 4-4, and then it makes the rest of your breeding incredibly easy. We did get blinding through all this process though, which is really nice. All right, there we go. There's a 4-4 Kevlar bee with blinding on passive, and this is blinding. One of these nights, a bunch of y'all will just get a message, a wild GTNH server has spawned. How it got there, no one will know, but will be most of the most epicest of all players to be played on. Sometimes simple is better. That's what I'm saying. All right, both 5. That's pretty good. As long as we have a solid 4-4 blinding B, I will be a happy person, because we can just put that in the mega apiary and it does not matter from there on out. All the rest of it is just for show at this point. Yeah, bro, I am amassing a lot of drones. Blinding, shorter. Yeah, this is fine. This thing just won't settle. Shorter, longest. All right, it's getting somewhere. I see it going to 3 of one specific type. You gotta get some 7TV or BTTV emote set up, my dude. That'll enhance the chatting experience. How much for custom produced 9 song about tree breeding? That's a good question. You know what, actually, that could go pretty hard for tutorials. Like something like Plantasia reminiscent, or something a little more like tropical, a little more. Let me think about this. So at minimum wage, that would probably take me about 5 days of work at the minimum to get a like tree type song out. Let's say 2 weeks, 5 days a week, 9 hours a day. And let's say $30 an hour, because music is hard to make, obviously. So 45, 90 times 30. I would say 250 is probably a fair price. I will actually, once my GTNH OST gets into the game, I will probably do a video breakdown on how I made it and all the components that are in it. I don't want to gatekeep any of this stuff. Chat, why the fuck is it snowing? Do you take bits? Holy shit. Do I take bits? Time consumer. I I could, yes, I could absolutely. And if you wanted the track for yourself, I would be able to provide it to you for that. I think bits are probably not the best way to do this. If you want to message me on Discord, if you're actually serious about this, I think something like Patreon or something would be a better way to do this. Um, and you can hold me to it through Discord, because I know my Discord friends will keep me honest. Just coercing you into making a track. That is a very kind offer that I would take up. Let's talk about this. I am very, very interested. All right, so we finally got a stable Kevlar queen. Let me just get a couple of generations of it going. And then we can chuck this into my mega apiary, which is... You are not missing flowers. Stop being such a drama queen. I know you're not missing flowers. Do not mess with me. This thing bugs out every once in a while, I feel like. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. All right, guys. So Time Consumer has just donated me 250 bucks. Well, not donated. The agreement that we have just made, I will put this out here for everyone to hear it. 250 bucks in 2 weeks. I owe you a tree breeding or tree related GTNH track, and I will post it on YouTube. Time Consumer, if there's any way that I can like get it to you, any way I can contact you to get it. Let's put the timer on now. I think it's February 20th at 2 a.m. So on March 6th at 2 a.m., I owe you a track. Okay, Jesus Christ, $250 from Time Consumer. Let's give a little shout out here. And Time Consumer, I really appreciate this because I actually have been looking for motivation to make GTNH music to begin with. And you doing this out of the kindness of your heart with only the purpose to like make me make more music is just incredibly, incredibly kind. And it helps me get my career off the ground because I will be making relevant music for something that can be put in a portfolio. So I appreciate you a lot, and thank you for that. Uh, what the fuck do I do about that? I guess I owe you a track then. Simple as that. Trimple as that. Jeez. I may mean, but make sure it's always beneficial. Dude, why is this missing flowers? Oh my gosh. Here we go again, chat. All right, I'm gonna... Dude, everything is going sideways now. Dink the water. I almost typed dink. Cheers. Fuck. Might be my time to stream again. What the fuck? I'm just trying to get bees out of the thing, man. I do have Mega API. We've had this for a moment, Drifter. We've been rich. Oh. So I don't know what this bug is. Occasionally the Mega Apiary will just need some prompting, and if you get rid of the controller without first emptying all of the queens that you have so worked on so hard, it will just void all of these queens in here. And it's crashing my game while I'm trying to take out the bees out of the apiary. Dude, this thing hates me. All right, so I already have ideas about this. I've been thinking, so I have like an inspo track that I want. There's this amazing track that is called something of the Forest Chrono Trigger. Secret of the Forest. And someone, I don't know where this recording is from. I can't figure out anything about this, but someone made a rendition of this Chrono Trigger song. I've never played Chrono Trigger. I think I'm too young for that, but it sounds like a very good game. And this rendition is just fucking something else. All right, if I go very slowly, very cautiously, very peacefully and demurely. Hopefully this won't crash on me. Chrono Trigger was fire back in the day, still a great story. How old are you, 9? I am 22. If you really want to know, my birthday is on September 18th. So I am kind of, I guess I would say young. I got a lot of life ahead of me, is what I'll say. I wonder, one day maybe I will do a Chrono Trigger playthrough because I've heard good things about it and I love the soundtrack. But something about this specific version just goes insane. For nature inspo, I always use Revel Jeu d'eau. That's a good idea. Alright, chat, where the fuck is our Kevlar queen? There we go. Still missing flowers. That's so weird. Alright, there you go. Are you actually processing recipe or are you just lying to me? Oh, you know what? It is a very small chance that we get any drops from this. It's a 1% chance to get a Kevlar nugget. So maybe we're just not getting drops until we like stack a bunch of bees. How's your rock climbing going? It's going well. I put a video in my Discord. I sent a V9 that I had been working on, like a real V9. And I sent a video of it, and I'm very excited. I'm getting strong again. I might get up into the V10 range, and that'll be the strongest that I've ever been, I think. Dog, what's the average age of this chat? Insane. System says it might be the best RPG that was ever on SNES. Basically a Final Fantasy rebadge. Like, who doesn't like a track like this? I don't want to be the average racer. Alright, let's carefully put all our bees back. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of metadata. Older than 9. I am a little bit spry. Fresh out of college. No prospects yet. I hope to be, I don't know, I guess video game soundtrack is a great way to do it. I just hope to make music for the rest of my life. I think that would make me happy. And I would also love to be able to continue to stream and play games for y'all. I mean, timeconsumer, I'm not gonna lie, you have inspired me to like continue streaming. The donations that you have put down, I don't know, they affirm me that I could possibly keep doing this and make something of it. So I appreciate you for that as well. I've just been unk status. GTNH does have a higher average age than most content, I agree. Chat, do we just need to like reload our server or something? Oh, I didn't put it in operating mode. What do you mean missing flowers? It's literally got all the flowers right here. This is gonna be the end of me. There we go. Is that what you wanted? Is it just the wheat? Alright, chat, we're gonna have to like I'm gonna have to ask the Discord if they have any tips for this, because this has been plaguing me a couple of times. So we'll see. You're fire on YouTube too. I've watched your videos and I still get them in recommended every now and then, even though I've watched them all the way through. That's awesome. I'm working on more. Tonight, I think I'm gonna try to knock out that infusion altar video, and probably tomorrow as well, because I don't think I'll be able to do it all tonight. We're almost done with that video, and then after that, I'm gonna do basics of AE2, and AE2 in the context of GTNH will be 2 separate videos. So it'll be nice. I'm only 24, but I feel like an unk when I'm at work. It's like only 18-year-olds and they make me feel old. All right. Chat, that was a wonderful stream. Time consumer, I can't thank you enough. It means the world to me. So thank you. I'll get your track. I owe you a tree breeding related track by March 6th at 2 a.m. So we'll be working on it. Let's go raid somebody. And yeah. All right, table corner is on. That's a no-brainer. That is another Vanguard that I am theoretically part of that run. I haven't been on in a while, but what's your Discord again? Or you can join mine. Yeah. Here is mine. I think we're about to hit the legendary double raid. Oh no, I see this up here. All right, so there's my Discord. I'll say my normal thing, which is be kind to yourself and be kind to others. It is really, really, really important to be kind to yourself first. Otherwise, it's very hard to truly have kindness for others around you. Once you got that down, you're good to go. Just do your best, and that will be enough. Good night, everybody. Have a great time with Table Corner, and that's all. Peace.